Welcome to Drakeotic Builds. I'm Drakeotic, and today we have something that's 99% complete. And I'll explain why it's not 100% complete just yet, but take a look at it, guys. Hold on. That is the Master Sword. Now, you can still see the seams, and that's okay. I struggled with those. Actually, that was a real struggle. And every picture I seen, everybody had these lines. There's like no way of getting rid of the lines. So it's like, all right, well, I'm just gonna have to deal with them. But yeah, all right. So the reason why it's not 100% complete is the wrap. So we're gonna wrap this with some kind of green material, either leather strapping or we don't know yet. We're gonna figure it out. Once it's wrapped though, we'll spray coat it again with clear coat over the wrap and we're done. All right, there's gonna be another part of this. Now I've got to get some way to mount this on the wall, and that'll be part 2 of this video. All right, catch you in the next part. Welcome to Drakeotic Builds. So, the Master Sword, which, actually this is probably gonna be part 2, so I'll probably add this afterwards. Excuse me, allergies, man. Whew. So the Master Sword is 99.9% complete, which you've seen in the first part. But we needed something to be able to hold it on the wall with. So I scoured Thingiverse and printables. There's a lot of different wall mounts and stuff. But this one struck me really good because I wanted to print the shield. But my capabilities right now, my printer is not going to be able to print a shield due to the size of all the pieces. So I found this wall mount that's kind of like the shield. Now, the print itself didn't print all that great. A lot of imperfections, which I couldn't really get cleaned up. So, and I figured this is going to be on the wall. It's going to be hidden behind the sword, so I'm not too awful worried about it. So I am at the priming point. The pieces to hold the wall mount on, I had to figure out a way to get those to hold on there. So I'll show you that a little bit more as we go. Right now I just primed it, so I gotta let it dry before I can touch it. There are little other printed pieces here that are I already spray painted gold, and they just inlay in there. So once it's painted, I'm going to use the paint I used for my Diablo portal for this, which I think I can probably paint today here in a little bit. Let me read the can here. Hold on. Dries in 10 minutes. So sorry guys, allergies. Kind of gross. Anyways, so yeah, here in about 10 minutes or so, I might give it 20. I'll come out here and spray paint it and have that ready, and then I just got to glue the pieces on and figure out how to mount it to the wall. But yeah, other than that, this will be a nice little wall mount. The print had some print fails with it. I'm using ran out of my good Elmer's glue, so I'm using some crappy stick glue. So I had some curling on the print bed here. So as you can see, this is didn't come out all that great. I had some issues on this piece here. So I don't know if it's just the printer or maybe the piece. I didn't really put like I said, this piece I didn't really put a lot of effort into touching up. I kind of slacked on it only because I want to get the sword hung up on the wall. Because I already had one wall mount picked out, but I saw this and it's like, oh, I might as well do this. So, but I need to get the sword up and off from where it's at so it doesn't get damaged or hurt. So, all right, well, I'm gonna give it a bit. I'll come out and prime or paint it and we'll be good. All right, peace. All right, now that we are on to the next part here, It is, the wall mount is complete. So as you can see, yeah, you can see where like I said, I had some issues using the crappier glue. There is a seam on this one here. Like I said, I didn't put too much more post work into this one, only because just the obvious screw up anyways already here. And the fact that this is going to be hanging on the wall, sword's going to be in front of it, so you're really not going to see this much anyways. But the hammered spray I used, that I've used on the Diablo portal coaster, actually kind of hid, I think, some of the rough spots here. It makes it actually look all right, because you can see the hammered look throughout. These are extra pieces that were painted and glued on. I'm waiting for this one to finish fully drying here real soon, and then this is going to get hung up on the wall. So just to kind of show you what I've got here. So I had to figure out a way how to attach, other than glue, the posts to this. So on the thing on Thingiverse, or Printables? Thingiverse. One of the two. I'll post the link in the comments. Or in the description, sorry. So one of the things they talked about was using screws. I was advised to try not to use the screws because it may crack when I go to put it in. So I found this wire, kind of like a twist tie wire in a way, that I push through the holes. And you can't really see in there, but in there is, the hole goes all the way through, okay? So I brought it up, twisted it, then stuck it back through so it kind of creates like it holds it down. Same on this side here, and then I just super glued the hell out of it. So, so that should stay on there, even if the glue doesn't hold. I don't see why it wouldn't. As you can see, the gold part is actually an overlay on top of the, and I guess that part didn't get glued all the way, but that's all right. That's not going anywhere. That was a tight squeeze because I had to squeeze it down over the posts. So actually that's dry. So yeah, this is complete. I just got it hanging on the wall. I'm going to use the, now there is, let's see if I can get this in here. So there is holes here that's supposed to go on with hooks. I was hoping it would be like the kind where you stick the screw and then you just slide down. That's not the case though. They want you to use some kind of hooks. I'm not really wanting to use hooks, so I'm going to use just a screw in the wall. And I'm going to use the red twist tie thing I've got as my hanger. So I'll give that a shot, get it on the wall, and we'll be back to finish this video. Alright folks, now is the time. So, as you can see, we have that on. I'm not going to back up to show the full extent here. I'm going to keep it kind of close here. But that is the wall mount. So you can see, gentle here, and that fits right on it. All right. Trying to keep a couple things out of the view here, which is kind of hard to do. So, yeah, so that is it. So that is going to be on here in my room, in the cave here. Still have to do some work on the handle. Got to put a wrap around it. But in the meantime, that's complete. So once, how do I have that going? Okay. So once we get some kind of leather strapping, we'll fix the wrap. We'll do one more quick little video here to show it. But yeah, that is complete. So, well, 99.9% complete. But as for right now, I'm calling this a wrap on this project, the Master Sword. And now to move on to my next project. So I'm going to bring out that little hint I showed you. And I will go over that here in just a second with you guys. Sorry for the crackers. Okay, so this here is a hint, like I said in one of my previous videos, on what I was going to probably do next for my big project. And I'm still debating on if I'm going to do this or not, because this is going to be a two-part project, two big things. But with somebody posted a comment asking, saying, hey, I'm old school too, but I don't even know what it is. Well, this is a save station for Super NES game, Super Metroid. This is actually an amiibo holder that holds the Metroid, the Samus amiibo. Okay, so what I would like to do, or what I'm thinking about doing as my next project, is making a life-size helmet as well as the blaster arm. I already got the files for it. I've already played around with the files in the MakerBot program, so everything fits. It's going to be in pieces. If I do this, I'm going to do lights and sound in the blaster, hence why I was doing a test project for sound and test project for lights. I'll have LEDs on the helmet. But I don't know, I may change it up. I may do something smaller and build myself up to this, because this is jumping into a major project, which the Master Sword I thought was a major project, but honestly that wasn't that bad. Just time. I just needed time to complete it. Time is a thing. So I may not jump right into this right away. I may do one smaller project, like a medium-sized project, to do a little bit more with sound and lights. Maybe work on something that I can incorporate both the lights and sounds together. So maybe, if anything, I might start with the blaster first instead of doing them at the same time. Do them separate. And that could be my project with lights and sound. But I have something else too that's Stargate related that I would like to do. And then that's going to have probably lights and sound. So, but this gets you an idea what I was talking about. Once I get the wrap on the sword, again, we'll do another video with that. But until next time, folks, peace.